Good evening and welcome to the channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, then please hit that subscribe button. I try and make videos that I'm inspired by others, and I played with two random gents a couple of weeks ago at Cheston Golf Club here in South Devon, and they were using grips that quite frankly shocked me. These grips they were using were probably 10 to 15 years old on their golf club. They were perished to the actual shaft, and some of them actually had bits of rubber that I could almost strip off by my hand, and they were trying to play golf with these grips. And I'm now wondering how many of you are in the same position where you need your grips changing and don't realise what a detrimental effect a poor grip is having on your golf game. So I have got the oldest grip I could find, probably on the oldest club I could find. This is an old Ping i2. These were popular in sort of the early 90s, late 80s. But I would say that this grip probably hasn't been changed at all, and it probably is even the original one, as it's got the Ping I logo sort of on the butt end of the golf club. It's peeling off, as you can probably see. It's all perished, and I'm going to take that off later, and that is going to be a hard job. Here's just another close-up of this grip. And in this quick video, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to hit this club, get some numbers with the grip in this state that it's in. I'm then going to go up to Cheston Golf Club into my repair shop, and we're going to put a brand new grip on this golf club and see what difference it makes to the distance that I can actually hit this old Ping golf club. Looking at the shaft, I'm actually a little bit concerned that it might actually snap because it is quite rusty. Got the Flight Scope Mevo that I'm going to use for the testing. So let's see what distance I can get out of this old Ping i2 driver. I'm a little concerned there's some cars over here. Just hoping I can grip it tight enough. So we might have a little insurance claim. Alright, first shot. This is the first shot I hit. Got 205 yard carry. Launch is alright, 13.4. Club head speed 91.9 mile an hour. So over 200 yards, which is a decent start. Ball leaked a little bit to the right. Gonna try and hit 5 what I would call decent ones. I always wanted one of these drivers when I was younger. It's only now that I can actually afford one. So if I can get a little bit more out of it. Oh no, that is left. I'm losing a little bit of control with my left hand, which is my glove hand. Might save you a lot of money if it makes no difference. First one we saw was 204 yards, well 205 yards. I had a 207, one that just dipped under the 200 at 194, 205, and the last one was more or less 211 yards with maximum club head speed was 96.1. So I'll work the average out of them in a minute and give us an average for the five shots. So even if we eliminate the 194 yard shot, we're averaging sort of around about 205 yards with that club, which is not too bad considering how poor the grip is. I really felt like it was my left hand, even though I had a glove on it, it just felt the top of the grip felt probably more worn than the actual bottom, and it was actually hard to actually keep that sort of grip, sort of the end of the grip in the palm of my hand. It's important to note as well, they were decent strikes, so I'm quite happy with those strikes. And off my own driver, I probably expect sort of between 255 and 265 yards. So we do know that technology has advanced massively since these sort of wooden block heads into the new sort of titanium driver heads which we've seen in the last sort of 10 or so years. And the main thing is we didn't lose the club out of our hands and go through. I was a bit worried about these cars that are over in this sort of adjacent field, but anyway, so now I'm going to go up to the golf club. I'm going to re-grip that golf club with a grip that I would use. So despite the struggles, we did manage to eventually get the grip off the golf club. It was more or less stuck to the shaft, as we said, so if I'm going to scrape this with a Stanley knife away from me, and just to try and, you know, get that perished rubber off. It took nearly 15 minutes to do. If there's any golf pros watching this or assistants, that are probably similar age to myself, they will remember this pin grip and grips similar that used to basically stick to the shaft. Just used to, I mean, you still get it now. You get people that come in with grips of a similar condition, and it is literally perished and stuck to the shaft. You can use a bit of heat to get it off. You can scrape it off. Just adding the tape now. Peeling the double-sided tape off, filling the grip with a bit of white spirit, pouring it over the tape, and then we can put the grip on. Just going to straighten it up and then just trim the bottom of the grip if it needs trimming, which we're doing now. And that is one grip complete and ready to go. Give it an hour and a half. So just a quick one before we actually hit some shots and get some numbers. I want you to hit in the comments below, how much distance do you think I will gain by changing the grip? The grip I've actually stuck onto the golf club is the Ionic grip. It's just in a red. It's nothing special, just the new grips. Here's a slightly more detailed close-up look at the grip. So I'm going to do exactly the same as before. I'm just going to hit 5 shots with this club, and then let's just compare the numbers. Doesn't feel like it's going to fly at my hands this time, so let's have a look. So that's the first one I've hit. It's just gone 219 yards, launch 14.3. Clubhead speed has jumped up to over 100 mile an hour, which is promising. Still feel like I've got a little bit more in it though. I still feel like I've got 230 in me with this club. The strike wasn't as good as what I feel like I can hit. Definitely got more control with the grip, as you'd expect. Oh, it's a good flight.
Area 232.1 yards.
Right. Have we got any more in us?
Area 209.7 yards.
Always bring lots of tees out. It's probably important. There it is.
Area is 234.5 yards.
Could probably put this in play actually. I think I hit it better than my own driver.
Area is 230.2 yards. Ready.
Okay, so there's 5 shots hit. Whew, it is way too hot to be doing this. So here's the distances with the new grip on there, and it's like noticeably different. And I've got one out there at 235 yards. The best I achieved with the old grip was 210. So for an off-centre strike with a new grip goes as far as one that I hit in the middle with the old grip. Obviously aware that we are going from one extreme to the other. We're going from a grip which is at least sort of 15 years past its sell-by date to an absolutely brand new grip. So we're actually getting the two extremes. However, even with a worn grip, you should notice a slight difference. It might be sort of half what we're seeing now, but there will be a difference. So if you're playing grips which are worn and past their sell-by date, then you are inevitably losing distance. And we haven't even talked about the consistency and the accuracy. I think as well, as golfers, we neglect how important this particular item is to a golf club. We think about the shafts, we think about the heads, we think about changing the characteristics of a golf club by moving position of weight, by changing loft. You've got adjustable clubs these days, but how often do we consider the grip, and how important is that to the actual golf club? In this video we were just primarily concerned with what the distance loss was and the percentage, and I'll put the percentage up now on along the bottom of the screen, and you'll be, you know, it's a considerable amount that you're losing. And you know, even if it's on your shorter clubs, you're still going to lose distance. And golfers these days, we're all obsessed with distance, and the easiest way to either increase distance or prevent distance loss is to make sure that your grips are suitable and also in a good condition that are not going to be detrimental to your golf game. And to think, we haven't really even talked about what they're like when they're wet. The two guys that I played with last week, I won't mention their names, and both of them said after feeling one of my grips, and I have to admit my grips have probably only got a couple of months of life left in them, were like, oh my God, I can feel the difference. And it's probably, you probably don't even notice it. So what I'd recommend you do is you take in a couple of your grips, maybe the well-worn ones, into your PJ Golf Professional at your local club, and just ask him whether they need changing. It could be the best money that you've actually spent. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like this video and comment below. Thanks for watching.